Yo, what is going on? Welcome back to another episode of our chess tournament recap. Today is the finale, and we will be covering Game 7 and Game 8, and we're going to see how well we place so far in the tournament. Yeah, let's jump right into it. So, first of all, I'm going to show you guys Game 7, and then we'll go over to Game 8. So, this is Game 7. We are up against Nice Guy 1. Now, I called this player Nice because we had a really pleasant conversation and like we exchanged information. It was just a very pleasant experience. We talked about the game and all that good stuff. So with Nice Guy 1, and I have I have the white pieces for the very last time in the tournament, and so far, if I remember correctly, I've had more wins with whites because my theory regarding the Vienna is a lot stronger compared to my theory against the Caro-Kann. So, anyway, let's jump right into the game. So, naturally, I opened with e4 because that's like pretty much the only opening I know. He responded with e5, which already is music to my ears, even though he didn't say anything to me. So I get to play knight c3, our usual Vienna, but this time my opponent responded with knight c6. So Knight c6 does not allow for the Vienna Gambit. Instead, I have to play normal chess, this is theory, and he plays bishop c5. Now, this, my friends, is called the copycat variation, where I play like this and he copies me exactly. So, one of the moves here is queen g4, which in fact is the best move. Unlike when like the knight is back here, then queen g4 isn't that good of a move. But like now, queen g4, it's a tricky move, and it is the best move. So already, like we're off to a great start. And like the top engine move is king f8, which is like absurd, but like naturally my opponent should play g6 or should play like some queen f6 or something. He opted for g6, which already is really unpleasant for him because now like his dark squares are very weak, and I might be able to exploit on those dark squares very soon. So I played queen g3 to avoid him like just doing. I'm just demonstrating. In fact, just like play a, and you can see that the eval immediately came down because once he plays d5, then this pawn attacks my bishop and this bishop attacks my queen, and I just lose in 5 moves. So we're not going to be doing that, but instead. I just played normally. I moved back, avoiding the discovery attack. He plays knight up 6, and already I feel really good because this knight is just not protected very well. I think it would have been a lot better to put the knight on a square like e7, so that like he can support this and this maybe. But yeah, he put his knight here, blocks his pawn, like everything. I just feel like that was not a great move by any stretch. And yeah, it does say knight f6 is one of the moves, but like I just don't feel like it's that good. I played d3, just supporting the center, and no tricks are going to be happening. And my opponent plays knight d4, going straight for this, which is like, it's such an obvious move. Like, I just go back. Oh, what? Oh, I have queen takes e5. I didn't even see that. No way. Yeah, queen takes e5 just wins, because queen takes e5 and then takes, and like a bunch of trades, and then I can play bishop g5, pinning the knight to the queen once my queen is here. So like it's just absolutely crushing. I should have seen that. But instead I played bishop b3 like a buffoon. He took my bishop. I took back. Usually you should take back this way. One of my previous games, my opponent took back this way, and he lost, I think. So don't do that. Just take towards the center and keep all your pawns together like this. And now he plays this move. He played this move d6, and I thought in the game that this was a huge mistake because now once I move my bishop here, there's not a good way to unpin the knight without stopping protecting it. So I played bishop to g5, and here obviously he had this to attack my queen, and he also had h6. Like h6 isn't that great of a move because like. Oh, I didn't even see that. H6, queen h4, he can't take because I take his rook. Oh my god. Like, after this game, I discussed with my opponent, like, when I played bishop g5, like, was there even a way to defend it? He's like, yeah, h6, and like, I have to move my bishop, which is wrong. We both didn't see queen h4, so yeah, that's very cool. Anyway, my opponent played. I don't know what this does. Like, is he not afraid of this? So I just calmly played queen h4. It is obviously the top engine move. Also, queen f3 is a good move, but I just didn't. This is more of a direct threat onto the queen, and yeah, he can't do anything. He moved his queen up. I took a free knight, and he moved his rook. And here I just start trying to trade all the pieces because, like, when you're up material, you trade all the pieces, you win. Like, it's just that simple. So knight f3. He pushed that pawn for no reason, I guess for me to not take it. I moved my knight here just to trade off another piece of his. He can't do that. I took his bishop, he took back, and then I castled. So here, he played a move that I thought was a huge mistake, which is d4. Yeah, d4. No, it is the top engine move, but I just like at this point, like everything loses. Like playing d4, just like I bring my knight back, right? But like I have f4 as a break, and I can also play c3, and like I just have so much play. Like I don't understand why he would block off the center. He should be going for a counter attack, at least like because the computer doesn't have emotions, but I do. So I think that's a more logical thing as a human to keep the board open so that you can go for an attack. But yeah, instead, my opponent moved his rook up. I don't know what that move does. I genuinely don't. I just played for my f4 push, which is the one of the best move. In fact, it might be the best move after the engine runs for a while. But f4, and he took. I took back with the knight, and now we have 4 pieces about to attack the king. And he only has 2 defending, maybe 3 defending pieces. So already you can see how this is going. The bishop goes back. I mean, he offers me a trade. Like, why would I not graciously accept it? So I took his bishop. He took back with the rook. I took a free pawn. He moves his rook back. I go for another trade. He goes here, and I attack his queen. Now, at this point, the game ended, but you guys can see that, like, this time I'm not, like, just up a couple of pawns. I'm up a full piece. And sooner or later, I will trade up all of his pieces. Not like that, all of his pieces. And there isn't a damn thing he could do to stop this. Also, the fact that my queen is preventing him from ever castling as well, which is just gorgeous. So yeah, I don't exactly remember how the game actually went anymore because it's been like I don't know, like 4 or 5 days now, and I don't remember chess games very well. So you guys just have to take my word for it. Like, this is how the game ended. He didn't resign here. We played until pretty much checkmate. Like, 1 move before checkmate, he resigned. But yeah, overall, and then we talked after the game. We just talked like, okay, so pretty much you just played directly into my theory, like the queen g4 stuff and like g6 and all of this. Like I've played all of this many times online before, like all of this knight d4 mistake. But like this here, I should have remembered this, but you know, I wanted to be safe, but that's fine. And yeah, like this especially this configuration when he played g6 and then has this knight here, like I've had this so many times before, and I just easily know how to convert this position. So that is game 7, and right now, after game 7 and 1 game to go, we are 4 out of 7, and we still have a fighting chance for like 2nd or 3rd place if we win the next game. So let's see how it goes. So this, my friends, is game number 8. And let's flip the board. I will have the black pieces in the last game, which I'm not thrilled about it, because having the black pieces just, I mean, like, I like playing with the black pieces when my opponent plays directly into Caro-Kann, but I also have a weakness when it comes to playing the Caro-Kann, which you guys are going to see in this game. So let's jump right into it. So basically, we started with the Caro-Kann. He played knight to c3 on the 2nd move, and I already can feel the heat, because obviously, like, we're playing people of the same or similar score, so I know this guy is not bad, right? And when he played knight c3, I know I can think of 2 things. He can either play the classical, or he's going to play the 2 knights. Either way, both of them can play the alien gambit. I am definitely afraid of the alien gambit, because even though I learned how to the refutation, I don't think I can handle the stress amount when I have to play into that line. So anyway, the game proceeded. Yep, he plays directly into the the classical variation. In fact, I played bishop f5 just so, because if I had done this, then he would have absolutely gone for this, and it's just not pleasant. Let's be real. So I went for the classical variation, and he went back. I went back. All of this has been played many times before, and he plays h4, and here knight h5 is apparently one of the moves as well, but and trying to trade this, I think that's way smarter. But I played h6 and he played, and I just moved back and then trade, like all normal. Here I just trade, and I just did very normal stuff, like nothing too crazy so far. Like I'll tell you guys after the game ends, but it's just a crazy game. Like we just all played normal chess up until this point, 15 moves of no mistakes, and I started the exchange by trading his knight. Now he took back that way, which is correct. He needed to keep the center close when you try to attack someone. That way they cannot do any sufficient counterplay. So I moved my bishop back, and he brought his knight, and I brought my rook. Apparently here g4, which I think he played. No, he didn't. He was scared. Okay. And then I pushed for c5. I think c5 was a very smart idea, because now I open up the entire center. But I ran dc5 and I just have nothing. What about dc5? Bishop takes c5, and then bishop takes h6. Oh my days. Okay. But yeah, he just defended. We played very solid chess. Took. He goes for g4. He's gonna absolutely obliterate my king. I brought my bishop back, and now like if he pushed, I just take, and then his take, I take. Like no attack there. But he brought his rook. I block with my bishop. Now he takes with the knight. I do this, and he do this. Then we continue to have a game, and I'll get on a stake with my queen. But yeah, now my opponent moved his knight here, and I moved my rook up, because the knight was attacking the rook, and if I move this anywhere else, then he's going to take this and attack my queen. So I have to go here to defend this pawn, and then my opponent just goes back, and bishop also goes back, pushing the knight out, because like if I get to take this, I win a pawn. So all good. Okay, and here I went for a little bit of a tactic, because here, if he takes with a pawn, I take his queen with check, and if he takes with a knight, I can take back with the rook, and he still can't take back because I pinned his pawn. So here, essentially, I force a trade. I thought I was being very clever by forcing a trade, and I win a pawn at the very least, because like he could go like this, but it just slows down his progress. So instead, he ignored me and he played g5, which is very concerning. I played queen takes d4, the best move, and then he played queen here. Apparently here I should have played bishop to a3. The best move of this is it's a sacking of bishop for absolutely no reason, because I get perpetual check in the end. It's just, and then what is this queen e3? Oh, queen e3, and then I continue trying to trade this queen is fair, but instead I took a free pawn, which is okay too. G takes h6, and here I should have played f5, but I just took back, and that is the end of the game. That is the end for me, because from here on out, you're gonna see this little child. Well, not a little child. He's in high school, but so this nice guy just hand my ass to me. Just I can do a damn thing, man. He goes there. Apparently, this is a huge mistake, because after king h8, I can just play normally. I'm up 2 pieces, and I am not running into a check anytime soon. But yeah, I moved here trying to trade, and that is a huge mistake, because I overlooked a long geometry check. I went here trying to trade. He checks me, but what I also missed was that he is attacking this, and that, my friends, that's the end, because I lost my rook, and I have no counterplay. He took my rook. I went back trying to attack his queen. He went to attack my rook. And here I played one last tactic before the game ends. I played bishop to c5, thinking that if the queen took the bishop, I could take the queen, because the knight is pinned. But what I forgot to realize is that if he takes with the queen... yeah, the game ended here because I resigned. If he takes with the queen... I take with the queen. The knight is no longer pinned, and then I can just take my queen, and I have 1 rook against 2, and I'm dead lost. What the hell am I doing? Also, he has a knight. So, yeah. So, in conclusion, I talked to this guy as well. That's why I called him nice. And he won third place because he won the game against me. So congratulations to him. I wish you all the best in your chess journeys. But I'm also pretty mad that I lost this game. Like I should not have lost this. So yeah, here I didn't win anything because 4 out of 8 is just like average. I mean, at least I got a neutral score. I didn't get a negative score, so that's a win. But yeah. And the thing that made this guy a really nice guy is that we sat down later after the game ended, and he helped me like rebuild the entire game. This is probably like the most complex game that I remember from start to finish because my opponent also helped me remember the lines. So props to him, and all the best to you once again. And yeah, that is the end of my tournament. I'm very sad because I had so many chances of being able to pull ahead in the tournament, but I couldn't. Like in the first game, I blundered an end game up 2 pawns, and like it's just everything like because I lost the first game, and then it's my mental health just never returned. Like I don't perform well under pressure, if you guys know me. So yeah, can't perform well under pressure. So I guess I'll stick to online chess because I just play without like thinking too much, and I win a bunch of games. Like it's all chilling. But yeah, here it's different, man. Like you see a person. You see them playing really confidently and like clicking the clock very quickly, like they slam the table clicking the clock, like it's just everything is just so mentally exhausting. I click the clock really calmly because I didn't feel like I have to assert that kind of dominance on my opponents, but maybe I should have. But yeah, a lot of things to consider, and I will be playing another tournament in a few months, and I will be back making recaps for you guys. But for now, folks, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in a future video. Probably not chess, gonna be GeoGuessr again. So yeah, goodbye. Bye. This is the end of my tournament.